Good morning, everybody. A beautiful Monday morning, and nobody believes that. And nobody believes that. My chat and event feed went AWOL. I don't know how did that happen. That's that. A small adjustment is needed. I don't know how that happened. Everything was fine and dandy, opened up, and then after that it simply went bams and disappeared. It went bams and disappeared. So as usual, let's get the mind going. Let's get the mind going, I think. And then of course, the whole gaming part. Oh. It would be good that we continue the great run from the previous stream, because it was really good. What in the end? What was it? It was what? I think I won 2 guys with 1700, and I lost a game with a 1700. So the mind was working. Otherwise it was bad. But hey, can't play everything good. Yeah, in this puzzle situation, for example. Yeah, it's everybody. Oh, at night there, and then that. Nope, there is mate. There's mate. And there is the sacrificing stuff. Oh, and these ones I really hate. These ones I really hate. Check there. I suppose he's going to block it, and then you can play rook there. Am I right? He plays like that. He plays it like that. That's a different story, of course. That's a different story, of course. No, that was an interesting puzzle. Imagine if you are getting that when you are somewhere in the 30s or 30s or something like that, and then they decide, Chat.com decides, hey, let's give him a puzzle that he has no options to do. That was actually an interesting puzzle. Wait a minute. That was actually an interesting puzzle in that way that you have nothing to do there. Everything gets done by you, by your opponent, because everything is forced and you have only one move. Come on. So I suppose it's check there, block there, check there, and there. That it doesn't make any sense otherwise. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. So here it's check. Winning the bishop. No, but the rook, I think. Actually, not rook, but you get the point. You get the point. So check their mate. It's sometimes during the games it's hard to remember that you can do that there. That you can do that there. So then no, just don't. No, just don't make stupid stuff. Now just don't make so stupid stuff. So that doesn't work because the whites are coming down. The blacks are coming down. Yeah, but what? There has to be a check there. So that I suppose. Because there was mate hanging. And that's by my understanding this annoying stuff. You can't do really nothing about it. You can't do really nothing about it. I think something has broken in the, how is it called? The English. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I forgot how it's called. What are the options here? Theoretically speaking, yeah, but that doesn't work. The first idea is to check there, he goes there, check there, but he can block it with the queen. So that is out of the question. That is out of the question. No, it's thinking time. Now it's thinking time. What's I suppose, yeah, but that doesn't work too because that is there. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? It's like, come on, dude. You are amazing, and after that it goes like this. Oh. And then it's like, what's the idea there? As I said, that is out of the question. Because that is protected by that. I don't see it. I don't really see it this time. The only thing that comes to mind that I can already say it's completely wrong, because I didn't notice the... Or is it? Check there, check there. He blocks it like that, check there. Takes. Okay, let's... I have to go with that. I don't see anything else there. Yep. That's how we're thinking you can achieve great things. Not only in chess, I suppose. Yeah, that was a great puzzle. That was a great puzzle. So, I suppose that it's a free bishop. It's a free bishop. It's a free bishop. It's a free bishop. Yeah, no, it's again, come on. No, it's again, come on. Check there, he simply goes there, so that he walks out. But it is the best and the right move there. Can we get checkmate? Of course. My greedy mind was thinking, oh, let's go there and take that. Yeah, but that is easy. And here is the same step. You walk the god. Okay, not the god, but the king. Up there. Finishing him there. And after that, there. That's a nice sacrifice. That's a nice sacrifice. That's free, I think. Is it free? No, not 3, but free. Check there. And he goes simply there. Yeah, but it has to be like that. It has to be like that. And it is. And it is. And it is. Yeah, it's check there. No, but check there. Again. What are we missing here? Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hey man, first time viewer, did you watch the candidates? Oh, that's actually a good question. So later. Of course I watched the candidates. I didn't had nothing to do. And if Sindaro can beat Gukesh in 6 months, if he continues that run that he is having, that Gukesh has no arguments against him, it's going to be a clean Sindaro win. I was one of the few people who, before the candidates already said, in February I think, that Sindaro is going to win the candidates tournament. There is proof. A short on how is it called? Instagram. So without thinking, I can say that that Sindaro is probably going to win. Because Gukesh, on the other hand, hasn't played the best chess lately, so. And Sindaro is basically a machine already at this moment, if he plays like that. If he plays like that. So, the last live is upon us. Check there, but it's that thing that is annoying. That's where I really like his more aggressive play style. I think that's what one. He's not actually. I will not say that he's heavily aggressive. He simply was winning always for the win. It's not like, for example, there is other guys like, oh, let's go and play for a draw, even when he was already winning. Already when he was winning, it was like still playing for a win. Good if after the first round he could have simply drawn all of the games. But yeah, that's about that. What's your rating? 14, 1500. It jumps around depending how I play. Depending how I play. I can beat a 1700 and I can lose to a 1700. No, but I've on the to a 700. Now what's that now here? Yeah, it's that he simply takes. Then he goes back. So that, yeah, his prep was amazing. His how is it called? His thinking was amazing. Even what if you watch the games? How fast was he? How fast was his game after even when his prep is done. Even after his prep is done. Because what do you want? He's, what, 20 years old? And I'm with a mind like that already. With a mind like that, it's already a beast. At this moment, a beast. And here, what I was thinking about that. Yeah, but what after that? Oh, now I see what after that. Now I see what was after that. Amazing. 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 So the brain has gotten what he needs. Some chess moves. Let's dive into it. The rating grind, as the people say. Again, and of course, against Tony straight away. And the Sicilian. Who's going to play like that, right? Oh no, he's playing that annoying opening, goddammit. But he missed some moves, so we have an edge at this moment, I think. Why? Because if I'm remembering correctly, you had to go straight. I'm rated on, I suppose, on leeches. 50, which is you haven't simply probably played enough. played all year ago and was just rapid, not a big fan of Blitz. It's like the same stuff with me. Why I most of the time I simply play. Most of the time I simply play rapid because I will like to sit and think. I like to sit and think. That doesn't do that. No, he can't go. And Blitz and especially Bullet, I can say it is if you know. Oh, that's annoying. If you know the opening completely by heart, 100% accuracy, then you can play it. Otherwise, it's basically... So if there, does he take that? Probably, right? Because if he goes there, he's going to take that. If you, as I said, if you already know the moves, then the problem with... Then the problem with that is obsolete. So, can I go there now is the question. Sacrifice those two pieces. I suppose, yes. Sacrifice those two pieces. And you can't take none of them. Of course, he's going to miss that and take the rook there. Yep, and that's mate. And that's... Oh, it's not. Oh, God damn it. How did I miss that? The queen can block it. The queen can block it. Oh no. It's still good. It's still good. Small mistake there, yeah. I forgot about the queen. It was standing there. It was standing there, of course it wasn't. It wasn't the end of times there, but... Now we have to think again. That's not actually good. Yeah, he's... No, but that doesn't work. That he simply pushes. Yeah, it's like, come on. Everything was fine and dandy. And double pawns. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, but now it's like that. And that is not the way he should have gone. Now, what can we do? Rook lift. No, we have a problem. Yeah, he moves back, of course. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, and that is... That is that. So that he goes like there. Oh, come on. It's like these moments. That. Of course I don't know how to take it. Yeah. We got better cards at this moment that we had. But it's still bad. But they are still bad. Two past pawns, but you can't do nothing with them. Two past pawns and you have nothing to do with them. Yeah, now what? The French variation. Yeah, I know what he's gonna check. There's there. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. It's a goddamn Zwischenzug. It's a goddamn Zwischenzug. So that he goes there, it blocks everything. No, he takes it. No, he takes it. Yeah. The only problem with that, he's gonna... Let's go for a draw. I can't win the game here. Let's go for a draw. I can't win the game there, so... Let's start the day with a draw, I suppose. Let's make a draw, I suppose. Yeah, but that annoying thing, he can simply do that. Let's go there so that he doesn't have that annoying thing. Yeah, but now he has that annoying thing and he has nothing to do there. Check there, we go back. Yeah, that annoying move. That he goes there, we are completely trapped. Yeah, he's jumping around. Come on, dude, you have every single cell and he's going to... Every single one of it. It's a draw. But he's thinking about something new. It's a draw. Yeah, of course he's declining the draw, but there are these moments when you, yeah, and he doesn't at first. No, it's not a draw. It's not a draw. I'm not going to draw. It sounded like in my ears, like Donald was talking. Like Donald was talking. It's just a draw. It's not just a draw. I can still win the game. But it's not like just a draw. It's not just a draw. It was just a draw. He had all this. He had no chance of winning. It was just a draw. Yeah, but if we are a little bit more serious at this moment, where did I messed up actually? Now with the stupid queen. Here, yes, d7. What? Oh! God damn it! It was a completely winnable position. The wrong thing. E6. xf7. Check. Okay, take that back. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? There is still the chance to do that, and here, of course. Yeah, and after that, it's a completely different story. After that, it's completely different story. And there it's a missed opportunity. Here it was simply with the hope that he's changing everything up. Then it would be different, but of course he didn't do that. Of course he didn't do that. At least we are having something going. What is going on there? What is going on there? I need my phone. Everything is jumping over and over and over again. But yeah, that was the first decent game, I think. That was the first decent game, I think. And the next thing is we need... What? Wait. Something big was driving somewhere, and I have this stupid thing with my ears that I can hear in the smallest amount of something different. And then you're thinking, what's coming there? A huge cement track, probably. And the next game. And what with the internet connection? It's terrible. It's terrible. So the question always is, why like that? Yeah, no, this, of course. Like this, of course, and after that he has nowhere to run, no way to hide. Actually, where did he go? D2. Oh yeah, he's going after that again. He's going after that again. Sometimes it's completely annoying. Sometimes it's completely annoying when they are doing that. Yeah, now he's going to go there, but how that move? And that is hanging, and he will change those, but that is going that way, and... yeah, he's in the world of thinking at this moment. Of course, there is some kind of... yeah, but I don't see it. I don't see that. As I said... I can simply play that. It's nothing new. If you are playing chess where the opponents are starting to play these, then it's nothing new. Can I just push now? Probably no. Probably no. But I can do that. But I can do that. Yeah, you take like that. And it's what? Yeah, he has a bishop. The only problem with that, yeah, it's just that what I was talking about. It is that what I was talking about. Yeah, he's going to go, oh, check there, yeah. And because then you go there. And then you have that annoying move, and then it's like, whoopsie daisy, what did I do? Oh, I messed up. I actually messed up. Oh no, I didn't. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Where did he go? Yeah, that was an interesting choice. That was a really interesting choice. So... oh yeah, he has that annoying thing. So I suppose move like that. I suppose move like that. Yeah, he can take that, of course. That's actually an interesting proposition. That's actually an interesting proposition. And now he has that. Actually, he doesn't. Actually, he doesn't. Okay, let's let's dive in the game so that... Yeah, he took that, but... Yeah. That goes there. Isn't he thinking about taking that, I suppose? Yeah, that doesn't really do that because he simply walks out. He simply walks out. But it should be good. Somehow or somehow way. So check there. Where does he go? So check there, but where does he go? So if he does that. Check there, he goes there, and that doesn't do nothing. Oh, but isn't that annoying move? Is he good enough not to take check there? He goes back there. Check there, he goes back there. Okay, let's don't overthink and complicate things. Let's don't overcomplicate things. Yeah, it's like... It's simply already like, come on. That, if he takes, it's check there. Yeah, but he can go out there simply. That's the annoying thing. Okay, let's do it like that. Check there. Yeah, he's going there. That's completely fine. Of course, if he goes there, then it's a different story. Or he's moving simply back, knowing how the guys from Philippines play chess, then they are always moving back. So haven't I actually played that guy? Nope. Nope, I haven't. Damn, it was a 1 minute 40 thinking for that move. And I probably still made the wrong move. And I still probably made the wrong move. Yeah, no, he has to go back like that. But this gives the opponent a little bit the shaky stuff. You have sat there for so long. For so long. And then you make a move. Sajan, yes, hi there. Finally have got into this stream too. How chess going? Could be better. Chess could be better. Stuck as usual. Stuck as usual. But it's turning around. But it's turning around. Yeah, no, that is open, and what do you do there? Those are not moving. Oh, I just noticed.
Your control. Tap the banner to learn more.
That's a great achievement. That's a great achievement.
Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade
I was already there. What was it? What was it? 1540, I think. 50,040, I think. Then I got cocky again. Lost something. But otherwise, that doesn't do that because of that. If that and that. Yeah, it's a pawn push. The main good thing is so that the elo bar is going up. It can dip down for a moment, but it has to go up. Otherwise, the game doesn't make any fun again. Yeah, but that is now annoying. That is now annoying. Yes, that doesn't do nothing because no, he simply takes. Or maybe... Or maybe it works. Probably no. Yeah, we are both simply smashing around. Why not? I'm confused. I'm confused. What is going on now? I'm really completely confused. He was playing so disciplined and everything else, like that and that and that and this, and then that moment it goes like... Yeah, but that was more or less basically the plan all the time. You go there. He's doing that. You do that. This is going to be a bam 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 game. I think at least. Is that right? Then he has, or is it that? A little confusion. No, it's that. It's that, and then it's check there. There, check there. Get that out. Or you can simply sacrifice the rook there. Smash that out, he opens up. Gets there. And he's too slow. But let's go like that. Let's go easy like that. Yeah, that moves, the moves sometimes. The moves sometimes. And that is pretty much occupied. Nowhere to run him. Nowhere to run there. Yep. I think probably Stockfish was even thinking about the sacrifice there. When after the queen take, you go there, smash that open. That was, I think, better. Okay, as the game we will see. But otherwise... Of course, everybody can see already on the board where it's... Yeah, that... Oh, him... Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, but he has simply that move. But he has simply that move, and that is that. Where did I go wrong? Manama, check there. There. If he doesn't take it, then it's mate. Yeah, he just realized it. That's actually... I think that could be actually a brilliant move at this moment, because you can't take... Because if you take, you lose the queen. And I don't know if it's like Z, but a queen is better than a rook. At least that's what I have learned. That's at least what I have learned. That's at least what I have learned. And go there, protect both of them. Let's go there. And he's getting mated in 3, 2, 1. Was a good game, Asap. Was a good game, Asap. But he hadn't the chance this time. Yeah, and that doesn't do that. One move and mate on the next one. A horsey checkmate. A horsey checkmate. Nope, no rematch. It was a good game, so you don't have to have a rematch. Yeah, and I'm thinking, is it, Sajan? Do you think is it a brilliant or is it not a brilliant? What does review say? No. No. That opening was, it's actually an inaccuracy. It's an inaccuracy. Of course he did that, as I said, if he is greedy enough. If he's greedy enough, because... Yeah, but it's still... Oh yeah, because that is good. That's called Monday morning chess. If you can do nothing because the queen is looking at mate in 1. That is the problem. I completely missed it. I completely missed it. That, of course, was a blunder. As I was talking, that let's hope that he does that. But as soon as everything else goes, it's whoopsie daisy. Your king is getting mated. It happens to all of us, even in good families. Where Queen D2 before Rook B3 was a better tactic. Let's Queen. Here, Queen D2. Yeah, but that doesn't really do nothing. That really doesn't do nothing. Stockfish, of course, is saying get the pony out. Get the pony out. Yeah, of course, that was a so-called... Yeah, it's not your... This... Oh, come on, this... You guys sometimes... Oh, it's my bad, It's not nothing crazy if you think that the move is like that, and it could be, but it's not, and nobody has to apologize. No, but say like, oh, my bad. Stockfish says move there. B4. We have to put pressure on that. And now you basically, if he plays, let's say, like that, you move there and then attack that goddamn line. But that was a complicated. It was a complicated game, at least not like the first one. And of course, he panicked. 10 seconds, I suppose. 10 seconds he panicked. Cruise win. The Latvian Gambit. The Latvian Gambit. What was the lines now? I had it on my Z stream. Okay, I need to think. It was my last, no, the Ponyversary stream. You can't really take it. And you can't take that, because you get simply that. Yeah, but I don't see that at this moment. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. This opening is perfected by Nimzashwitz. Everybody's thinking that he's... Yeah, but now I can play that. That he is Belgian, but he's actually Latvian. But he is actually Latvian. But he is actually Latvian. So let's get the game to a normal one. I simply forgot about the lines. What you had to play on the Latvian Gambit. I was telling people that they... The next time we are going to learn the Latvian Gambit, and I forgot about it. Yeah, now we have turned it into the Rousseau Gambit. That's actually a bad move, because you still can't castle to that side. You simply cannot castle to that side. Then develop. Develop. Get that. Get that, I think. Yeah. Do it like that. Actually, there was a better move. But of course, your Monday morning mind is not like that.
Explore new ways to tune into your music with Spotify Premium. Smart Shuffle adds recommendations into your playlist to show you new sounds.
Yeah, but you can move there.
Experience when you host a jam, where you and your friends can add songs and listen in together.
We can move there. You know, he can castle, of course, but no, he can castle, of course.
With Premium,
Or can he?
on the music. Explore a vast catalog of millions of songs without hearing ads, or download your playlist to listen to them anywhere. You can
Or
also
can
listen
he?
to songs in any order, with the freedom to skip forward and backward as much as you'd like. Your audio, your control. Tap the
Oh man, that wasn't supposed to happen. Check there. And oh yeah, the Zenith, come on. That is impossible because I have that annoying thing. That is impossible because now I can play that move. Yeah, it's like you are doing it fine and dandy one moment, then you are doing it completely wrong the next moment. As usual. As usual. Aye. Can we just go there now? Probably. Cruisin is going to say no, you can't. But as I said, that doesn't bother us. Is he going to fall for that? I don't think so. So that, he takes that, right? That, check there. That, and it's completely gone. And then it's completely gone. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Yeah, he takes that. Let's go. Let's protect that. Let's protect that. It's like I don't have nothing better to do, I think. I can move simply there. Oh, god damn it. So there. Let's go there. That is out of the question, by the way. That is out of the question, by the way, because then it starts bang, 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 bang. Let's move there. Oh no, that goddamn rooks. Reserve button. No, but how do you defend that? Explain me, please. Okay, it didn't went as I was hoping, but it still has to give up basically everything. Has to give up basically everything. And he still doesn't see it. Or did I just mess up? Z. No, everything's fine. Check. Oh, we will see if it was the correct thing. Z, check there. Check there. Check there. As I said, it's not made. Or maybe it is. I don't see it at this moment. Check there, check there. Because that is protected by two of the pieces, so... Check there. Check there back, I guess. But then you go back. It's a draw. It's on the worst thing is probably a draw. Yeah, that doesn't work. Because that's mate. Cruising just smashed the game wide open and lost it. Okay, it's even a fancier way to do it like that. You could simply have gone check there, take that and that and that. Just don't resign and take it. Just don't resign and take it. The queen or the rook. And that's as good sportsman. He showed up that he messed up. That he messed up, and he allowed us to take the checkmate. It's not like it was going to be an amazing I don't know what. That's good. As I have said, you messed up. You know that there is mate in 1 or mate in 2. There is no point of resigning anymore. But of course, as everybody takes and resigns, right? Then that's not good. But at this moment, it's a draw. It's actually winning. d4. See, at this moment, was my mind right? It's d3. Check there. Then you can jump there around up and down to get a draw. C1. Then there are only 2 moves at this moment. For him at this moment there are only two moves. h6, the pawn there. And check there. PewDiePie 369. D2. And yeah, as I said, Sajan, or Sajan, I don't really know how to pronounce that name. It's either D2 or pawn there. Everything else is completely losing. Everything else is completely losing. Yeah, and that move, of course. Yeah, E8. Yeah, you can do that and that. More fancy, I suppose it was to get the queen sacrificed straight away. But yeah, it's like, and that of course is completely losing. But yeah, that doesn't matter. But yeah, Cruzwin was a good sport. He understood that he messed up, and it was like that. But yeah, this is the Latvian gambit. If it shows like that, it's the Latvian gambit. And if I was saying that I should learn and play it all the time with black, so that, and it's xe5, you have to take like that. You can take that. But yeah, I simply forgot the goddamn moves. I simply forgot the moves. And after that, of course, it's over. But yeah, you can turn it still back into then you are losing, because that is falling. But you can turn it around. You can turn it around in the Rousseau gambit, or how was it called? Or how was it called? But yeah, it was like that. And then, of course, in the Latvian game, it doesn't work. If you know at least small ABC in chess, then you can easily win that position. And it's like, for example, it has been what, 100. It has been 100 years, right, from 1900, when the Latvian gambit was popularized. At that moment, everybody was like, "Wow, whoopsie, how it goes? How he's playing that and amazingly winning." And nowadays it's completely gone. So is that the move? I think yes. Oh, but he has straight away that. So let's go there. Yes, that didn't go as planned. Of course, there is this amazing tic-tac-toe, but the bishop is stuck. Let's protect from that annoying thing. let's get away from that thing. So that, but yeah, there's nothing else that you can do there. There's nothing else you can do there. You have to take it, otherwise it starts and everything here falls. And then everything here falls. So let's go there. That's the wrong move, god damn it. That's the wrong move. Why? Because I forgot about that poor thing. Because I forgot about that poor thing. Yeah, whoopsie daisy, that's called. Happens to all of us, I suppose. So that is that straight away, right? What can we think now? I suppose that annoying thing. He has that, but it's easily refutable. Yeah, I completely missed that. Can I do that? That. Yeah, I can do that. Why? Because he's doing that with the queen. He's doing that with the queen. That wasn't planned. And now we... Yeah, but... He completely messed up my mind at this moment. That. If that. I was really not thinking that he's going that way. So sorry for the silence and everything else. Oh, what is the idea there behind afterwards? Yeah, I can take that, but then I lose that, and then in that is hanging. If I take that... I have to do it like that. I have to do it like that. It's like I have said it many times, I think already. There are these moments when your opponent simply takes something that you were not planned, and it completely hits you out of the thinking. I was really thinking that he's going with the queen there, taking the pawn. So we have to change that. Yeah, that is, or is it? I think that if he takes, we can get there. Well, knowing that he didn't do like I was thinking about. Because that, for example, so that your rooks are who hits there, is not possible. Yeah, we could do that. Takes there. Yeah, but then that it's then that is not. You sound like from ancient history, maybe Knight or Ace Age Hunter. Dude, I'm probably looking like that too, PewDiePie. Now it's a decent look. When I have my winter beard, and as now my nose stuck. Can I do that? I think I can. I think I can. That's hanging, by the way. Junam Pardo. You have to take it. Is it going like that? And maybe simply my voice is so deep, so that's the reason why it sounds like that. Just yeah, but that's winning a rock, right? I would need the hide from a deer, I think. A hide from the deer, I think, around my neck and how is it called? A spear and an arrow. F1 saves it, yep. There was different problems there. Yeah, and that... Oh, come on. The problem here now is... I could play it like that. Oh. Yeah, but he has that move. Maybe you can become a narrator about history. People in 1999, in 2000, there was this time when there were CD-ROMs and DVDs. There were CDs and DVDs. And people were wondering, where is it coming from? And people were wondering, where is it coming from? It's, come on, Junam Pardo. Oh, that's a good move. Why he will see it in a moment. What's the idea behind that? But about becoming a narrator, it's not going to happen. I can completely say that. Then you have to know a perfect pronunciation. Oh no, how did he do that? Let's go there. Teaching people about chess, what to do and what not to do. That would be a better idea, but... Check there. Let's get that out of the way. Oh no! No, am I missing something? God damn it. That. Yeah, I should have gotten the... When I open up the H file, I should have gotten that annoying thing there. CDD, or the... Where have you seen the last time two tribes fighting each other? Trying to fight an army, and jumping around, and jumping around like a crazy one with a saber-tooth necklace, right? It's not David Attenborough. It's not David Attenborough. But it's just like it was the idea like that about history. Everybody now is thinking that history is like that after like the crazy history as a joke. But at the same time, come on. At the same time, come on. People after 10 and 20 years will say, oh, it's like that. Yeah, but they can do that. Yeah, and I can do that. Check there doesn't work. Against Jumpadro. Why did you do that? Is the question. But you can do this. And start pushing. Protect that one. Oh, Jumampardo, it's getting annoying. Basically, it's a draw. We were completely equal. So if you go there... Two tribes is something known in China. If you play Dynasty Warriors, you will answer it's coming back more than 2000 years. That is already too... You are saying the same stuff. Already, how much time is that? Then I need, I don't know, not black glasses like that, but with the as a joke, with the bottoms of bottles. Yeah, no, he messed up. Oh no, I messed up. I forgot about the pawn there. God damn it. And now it's the opposite way. A nice game that was lost in the Middle Ages. A nice game that was lost in the Middle Ages. A country is about all tribes united to become China. I will not say that China is... that China is has been like that. It always has, not only tribes, but... It has been always. Always. Small regions becoming together. Even now I can tell you that the north is completely different than the south. God damn it, 27 seconds. Let's make a draw. I can't win it. I cannot win the game. Yeah, he's going to flag me. Yeah, no, it's completely... No, it's completely bonkers. Yeah, of course you can lose on time. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yeah, it ain't gonna happen today, I guess. It ain't gonna happen today, I guess. That was more or less a decent game. Till the end. How did I miss that? Of course, I think I was winning there. Here it's complete craziness. Everything is almost fine there. It's not completely fine, but it's almost fine there. D2, yeah, I should have played that. But I didn't want to, so that he gets out of it. D1. Oh yeah, and you are preparing everything for that. And you forget to play the most important move. But yeah, that doesn't. And here it's C8. Yep, changing those up. A terrible game from my side. Of course, he misses it. Should have simply taken that. And then it's basically a draw. The only problem is that sad end. It was decent. I'm not even angry. I'm not even angry that I lost the game. I'm not even angry that I lost the game. I already got out of this crazy position where you are losing like crazy. Because of that move. Oh. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, it's a draw, simply that. It's a complete draw. Every move, the elo bar doesn't change a bit. It's simply because it's a complete draw, but I run out of time. Of course, that is in the end. It's just simply like. In the end, it's just simply like, oh, I ran out of time. In the end, it's just like, oh, I ran out of time. A small break. Be right back. Small break. Be right back. Everybody makes mistakes. But yes, sometimes they are 500 elo mistakes. No, that is the move. Yeah, and if he's not careful enough... Yeah, he's not careful enough. Let's give him 5 seconds to think about what he has done wrong. I think we simply destroy him straight away. This amazing stuff was brought to you by Burn Energy. Burn Energy. So let's go there. As he moved his poor. Oh, come on, we are getting that. We are getting to 1500. Why? Because he missed that. 1502! Nowhere to run, no way to hide. Now it's time to resign. At this moment, screw the Elo and screw the 1500. I want to play something interesting. Let's do that. And you can't protect it. Because the queen is falling. He's going to resign. Bam! That was one good one. How do you get back in the game like that? I don't know. We don't have a check there anymore. You can do that. And now we are winning. Come on. Bam! That was a good... The fastest game you will see. It's like an avalanche. From one moment it goes like bams and everything is gone. Yeah, but that just gives a rook. And that gives us a queen. And that gives us a resign button. He's not a Counter-Strike. But yeah, that wasn't a sad end. That was completely awesome. Completely awesome and fine. Otherwise, it's like, come on. You can't win all of them, of course. You can't win all of them, of course. That everybody needs to understand. Time trouble and that's it. Time trouble and that's it. Everything else was fine and dandy. Yeah, King's Fianchetto opening. The problem is that we can play that. The problem is that we can play that, and I think it's like... He had that move, and he had that move, so we can go there. Of course, you're not seeing the chess table again. I have that annoying thing. I have sometimes that annoying thing that I forget about that. That I forget about that. Yeah, I already fixed it. I already fixed that. I don't know how I usually get that to happen. So that... Oh, he has simply babams. He has simply babams. And if you go there... Takes there. Back takes there, doesn't work. It is a problem. It's simply how my old scene above the talking where it's throughout the screen. And I click that at the same time and it doesn't open up. That gives him straight away that annoying move. So let's go there. Yeah, but as I said... As I said, that is not crazy. We are betting that is not coming. Oh, is that now is the question, can you take that? Now is the question, can you take that? Yeah, but that's winning just. Like he's going to give a check there. The problem is that that doesn't work. The problem with that is simply that that doesn't work. And can we just attack it like that? Yo! It could be so nice to do that, but he has then that, and you get that. Or is it like that? That, he takes that, that. He's going to probably like do it like that. How to do it? Yeah, but that doesn't still... Park the bus is reading. Ciao. Thank you and welcome everybody who is the news here. I just don't understand, is it on Twitch or is it on YouTube? So I suppose soccer fans are here. Yeah. Thank you, fine. And at least I know some of the usernames. So that he goes straight to the jugular, so that is out of the question. Whole thing's going over. Okay, you understand, Alexander, that there are people who are still thinking that soccer is like that. There are people who if you say football on Twitch especially, they are already thinking, oh, it's that American style, because he's speaking American. Yeah, but a great moment to come in within that stream. How did he miss that? It's how did he miss that? Yeah, no, it should be a fairly easy win, I guess. He was... I don't know what happened there.
Bring the beats with premium.
I will say it was a simple so-called brain freeze.
Mix up your playlist.
Okay.
Recommendations with Smart Shuffle, or take total control of your list.
I have 1 AM, yeah, as I...
Music without limits. Tap the banner to get started.
Good night. Good night. As I said, that's... And what is that move now? He's jumping like crazy up and down. He's jumping up like crazy now. That's still hanging. Check there. Has to take that. Now he's going to play that. Basically, he can resign. Basically, he can resign. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. But the queen... But the queen... Yeah, that ain't happening. Then, no, he's going to blunder the rook away. He's going to blunder the rook away. Yeah, we can play that. We can play it two ways. We can play two ways. Of course, my talking about everything else is again like, oh, that wasn't in my plans. Yeah, no, on that I'm knowing move. Let's go there. Okay, let's don't get mated. That, check there. Let's don't get mated. There, check there. There. Take that. Takes that and then it's game over. Yeah, he's going to go there. Yeah, that is not mine idea, I think. So I will be quiet for some minutes again, so that I don't lose the game. Check there, he goes there, there. So we do this instead. That, check. That is not good. Yeah, but we have check there. Check there. Check there. And we are winning, and he can resign. This I can easily convert into a win. This I can easily convert into a win. And there is that money shot. Yeah, you can hang your... He had to be completely strangled. But that's at least that's fine. At least that is fine. At least that is fun that he's fighting and not like, oh no, I'm going like that. It's not like I'm going to like that. Oh my... He was fighting like crazy. The only problem, as I said, in this game is the beginning. I don't know what was... He completely threw me off. Here. here. He completely threw me off. Because it was like, dude, take it. And afterwards, of course. Afterwards is completely easy. With a little thinking, of course. With a little thinking, of course. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. It doesn't help, but H1, check G5, check F6, H7, G7, A7. Actually, yeah, G8 is actually better. G8 actually is better. Why? Because as in the game, and he did that to change those up. If you go there and he gives a check, you can do that. And now if he takes like that, then it's a different story. That still is in the corner and he has to get a time to get it out. He's probably like that to defend that poor thing. And then it's a little bit different. Then it's a little bit different. But of course that didn't happen. Of course it didn't happen. That was my history teacher's accent. Because I know that in 1917 in the Red Square they played the opening like that and Lenin won everything. Can you go? Because he is that. Okay, let's play principled. Let's play principled. Let's play principled. No, I messed up. No, I messed up. Yeah, no, that. But it shouldn't be like that crazy. There should be something. Yeah, the only problem is that then you can play out. And you can play out that move. Yeah, it's a nasty one. He's not going to fall for it. If you go there, he's going to take the knight. Then it's checkmate. As I said, he's not falling for that. At least we get rid of his good bishop. At least we got rid of his bishop. That was the main point. And that, what does it do now? What does it do now? I can simply play that. I get the isle. I get that isle. And we move simply back. He's going to go there, of course, because I know him from every single move. I know every single move from him. We win back our pawn. Can we go there now? If he goes there, he's going to probably play that one. Oh yeah, but he has to move the knight there. Let's take it like that. I don't think that there should be a problem. Then there are these moments when your brain is about to go out. That your brain is about to fall out. Yeah, that. So check there, that. Check there, that. And it's then again a complete, I see, spawn, rook, endgames, like, Of course you can get back. Yeah, but how do you protect that? How do you protect that? No, that. That is annoying. I will agree with that. Nope. What draw? What draw? I want to understand why was there. Why did he panic so crazy? Of course he lost a pawn. But it doesn't matter because he's already, at this moment, he's losing. At this moment, he's already losing, so... It doesn't matter. There's technically speaking, there was no draw. And technically speaking, he was already losing, so... So it doesn't really matter. Everything is fine, everything was fine and dandy. Everything was fine and dandy. And 1505. If somebody's still thinking, what's your rating? 1505. If I play like that. Oh, I may closed everything up. That shouldn't have been like that. That shouldn't be like that. But it was a decent game, I think. That was a decent game, I think. Otherwise, who knows? If the brain is braining... Gold store. I remember the times when I had a TV, Gold Star. If you had a Gold Star TV, then you were the king of the jungle, basically. That. And after that, what was it? Let's play the... What is Evan's Gambit called? Oh, he declines it. He declines it. That's good. So that. Right? If he declines the gambit there. Was that the right move? He takes. Yep. That was the right move. And after that, if I don't mistake, or that, what was it? I don't remember. I don't remember what was it. Because he's of course trying to anchor that in. He's trying to anchor that in, and then he has a complete attack over there. If he goes there, he still takes that. Aye. So if there retreats, there goes back there. So let's close his idea straight away, so that we don't have to think about what is he going to do. Of course that is hanging, but I think I can play that move. Or we just castle. We just castle. Don't rush. Just castle. He castles too. That's good. And now I can play that, I think. Actually, I could not play that. Yeah, that was the problem. That was the problem why I could not play that. Completely took out of my mind. And now we have another problem. That move is so annoying. So we have to go like that. So we have to go like that. Yeah, thank God he does it like that. Why? Because we attack that poor thing. Because we attack that poor thing. Dim 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 dim. Oh, easy games, as people say. Easy games, when people say. The only problem now is that there is no attack. The only problem now is that there is no attack. Let's go back. Yeah, it doesn't do nothing at this moment. Then he's going to play that. Just look. Just look. And what's the purpose of that? I didn't really understand that now. To change the rooks, I guess, but come on, that doesn't do nothing. What, there? That doesn't matter, because we have that move. And what now? He jumps there. Can we go there now is the question. Of course somebody's... Hey, you can attack the bishop. You can't. Because if you attack the bishop, he goes there, and then you have to move your bishop nowhere. Because if you take his bishop, he's going to take that and completely gain over that control. But that's just what I'm saying. Be my guest, I guess. I like how it rhymes, be my guest, I guess. It's not like you are going to get amazing deals out of it, but... Yeah, but now it becomes a problem for him. Now it becomes a problem a little bit. I suppose that... Because if that, he's taking like that. Oh, I should have trained. Oh, come, why? Is it starting? I think it's starting when you are start to... Yeah, as I said, it's starting. So... That doesn't work. Come on. Yes, that wasn't supposed to happen. Goldstar completely changed his mind there. Goldstar completely changed my mind there. It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, but... Isn't that a problem now? That is a problem now. Check there, he takes like that, I suppose. That doesn't work. Yeah, but I can play that. Can't really take it. Why? Because of that move. Can't really take it because of that move. Yeah, was it? Ciao, ciao. Tak pēcpusdienā aizbraukšu. Tā kā aizbrauks pēcpusdienā. Vēl nē. Completely gone the idea now. So we can go there, I suppose. That's hanging. Yeah, but... I suppose there, right? Protect that. It's simply smashed out the complete idea. What I wanted to do. Protecting that. Oh yeah, he of course has that. What? What? That. Is that the win there? Is the question. Check there, he goes there. Sacrifice everything that he goes there. That, then you can play that move. But that doesn't help. Check there, he goes up there. Let's do it. Is it working? Is it not working? I don't know. Is it working or is it not working? I don't know. But it should be working. And now it's check. There. Check. There. And mate. Allow it to do it. Dude, come on. Don't resign. Come on. It's such a great checkmate. It's such a great checkmate. Yeah, one move. I can even pre-move it. Those are the nicest ones. Those are the nicest ones. But you can't do nothing about it. If it happens like that, it happens like that. What? That is what? Because as I said here, XD6, I went there. Yeah. Here he missed it. Yeah, but here was the thing, yeah, he can take that. GFX, E7 check, he goes there. And then you take the bishop. Of course, it creates different problems. Of course, he didn't do that.
With premium, you get to focus on the music.
And got checkmated. He got checkmated, and he allowed it to do it, so thank you for that. I can probably say that it's, he's going to have a great.
Tap the banner to learn more.
What is it called? What is it called? Attention rate. Attention rate.
Bring the beats with premium.
Yeah, we have our band finally.
Dance to high-quality music without
These stupid botters.
your playlist with songs.
A small break. Be right back. Be right back. Everybody makes mistakes. But yes, sometimes there are 500 ELO mistakes. No, that is the move. Yeah, and if he's not careful enough... Yeah, he's not careful enough. Let's give him 5 seconds to think about what he has done wrong. I think we simply destroy him straight away. This amazing stuff was brought to you by Burn Energy. Burn Energy. So let's go there. As he moved his poor. Oh, come on, we are getting that. We are getting to 1500. Why? Because he missed that. 1502! Nowhere to run, no way to hide. And that's how you get mated. It was decent, I guess. But the game, from my understanding, was not understandable. That was not understandable. Yeah, he's going to play that annoying. No, he isn't. That's amazing. Oh, because he was too concentrated about that move. That's why he played it. With his perk defense. With his perk defense. Yeah, that is not jumping to that. That I can assure you. That I can assure you. Yeah, but do you have to take that? That... Yeah, it's that move, probably. Attack that poor thing. Attack that poor thing. Gunhum from France. Gunhum from France. Let's change up a little bit, otherwise I'm really looking like in some kind of medieval castle. No, we messed up. Ay, 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 ay. That was bad. That was bad. So he has to take and... He has to take that and... yeah. So that he doesn't have that move. Could have been a different story. It went as usual. I suppose that... Where is he jumping? to there to attack that poor thing. That I did not think through. Okay, he's jumping like that. He's jumping like that. So can we go there now is the question. If he takes... Yeah, but then that is under attack. Oh, come on. That there, that. We're at least completely safe. Can we go there? Yeah, but then he has that move. Why is it so hard all of a sudden? Yeah, but you can go there. And if he takes what he's not going to do... Because he has to move his poor rook out of the way. And afterwards we bring back... Afterwards we simply bring back, otherwise... The bishop is too good to be executed. It's simply too good to this time to be executed. He will... Oh! That's now interesting. That's now interesting. There is check there, so... There we go there, I think. No, just don't blunder and we will be fine. Oh, and as I say, as you are saying, just don't blunder and you are going to be fine. Bams. Now we are completely losing. Then what it was still doable, but it was still doable, but at this moment it's like whoopsie daisy. It was still doable, but now it's whoopsie daisy. Check there, he goes there. Let's jump that. That becomes that. And haven't I played that guy? Why is it that I'm seeing that annoying? What else now? That he just moves. That he just moves. And then we are in huge trouble. You can't move that pawn. You can't move that pawn, otherwise it's mate. Otherwise it's mate. Can we play that afterwards? Yeah, he got there. Yeah, that is out of the question now. That is out of the question now. Oh. So that we don't have a check there. So that we don't have a check there. He's going to... Oh, yeah, and that annoying person. Yeah, now it's a resign time. And here you can resign. That's chess 101. Here you can resign. Because you have lost the game and there is no ways of stopping it. But it's still a huge BMW advantage. What does the ELO bar say? Yeah, 6. It's not made still. And at that moment you can resign. It is not like you are going to get some kind of, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Where is it? I'm sorry, I'm still... I can't hit the goddamn buttons. Where did we lose it? Everything was fine. Here. Yeah, and that gives you that annoying thing. Oh, I know where I lost it. I lost it here. No, but here. And he didn't let off. He didn't let go of it. Of course, there was some... What? GX4? No, because he actually could have simply let go of that. That's why it was like... And yeah, and after that it's over. After that it's over. There's nowhere to run. And no way to hide. Happens to all of us, I guess. Happens to all of us, I guess. That is that annoying. I was thinking, what's again? Because there are moments when the PC starts to get annoyed, and then he's going like ding 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 ding. Oh, Nimzoschwitz. 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 How did it went afterwards? I need to think. Yeah, no, he of course can't take it. That's a good thing. We are doing the same stuff to his side. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, now he's going to make the mistake and play that. Let's go there. Yeah, but isn't that actually the best move? Yeah, he has that annoying simply. And there is no way that he is playing something like that. We can do that. And that becomes a problem. What do you do now? Rockefeller. Yeah, that doesn't work. Why? Because, if I'm not mistaken, the move is there. If he goes there, you simply do that. He goes there. Yeah, if he goes there, he simply blocks that. So let's bring the party there. Yeah, but as I said, yeah, but then he has that annoying move. It's a oh, he didn't do that. That's now interesting. He didn't do that what I was thinking about he's going to do. Check there, check there. That doesn't work anymore. That doesn't work anymore. Let's go there. Actually, I should have simply taken that. Yeah, theoretically I can still do that. To go there. But you can do that. That is still hanging, by the way, so you have to think about something to do with that poor thing. Yeah, but the problem with that is that check there. And you lose the queen. And you lose the queen and the game is over. That was crucially good. Okay, just now don't blunder something as usual. As usual, don't blunder something, but so that he goes there, I suppose. Yeah, but what about now? That, I suppose. Good game. That he made me think. He made me think. A mix with everything together. Mixed everything together. Yeah, everything was fine and dandy, basically. Then that's fine here. Yeah, Stockfish says that. Oh, yeah, I did actually that. XA7? Straight away check. Get there, get back out. Open up the king. As I said, I had somewhere in my books that move there. C3. Yeah, that was the wrong ideas. That was the wrong ideas from my side. Of course, it's not mate. If he goes there, I can still check it. And get that out. Of course, you're completely winning. You are completely winning in that position, but otherwise he has nothing to do there. Otherwise he has nothing to do there. With his Nimmerschwitz attack and everything else. But that was decent. That was decent. So what can I say? I'm thinking that we are going to play the last game for today. It's Monday morning, still warming up for for everything else during the weekend. Okay, let's don't smash around things. Don't smash around things. And move there. And move there. Yeah, we could pin that theoretically, but it doesn't help us at all. It doesn't help us at all. Develop the knight. Yeah, and that's actually, if I remember correctly, just fine. Why? Because you have that move. It's really annoying, but that is completely stuck there. So am I right? That, yep. And that is now pinned. And that is now pinned. It's everything is fighting and getting out like it should. Yeah, the only problem is that we don't really care. Do I protect that poor thing like that? Yeah, but then he can simply play that annoying move. So let's go there. He's going to play there. Yeah, but he's playing that move. But we can play that move. And it's still completely safe. And it's still completely safe. Let's get there, protect that poor thing. So he's going that, and that. But the only problem, I don't have to take it. Yeah, you can do that. I'm quick with, if you give me the queen, it's going afterwards very quickly. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for the raids in the beginning, thank you for the follows if there were some. But that's for a Monday enough, I think. Probably tomorrow we are not going to play, maybe in the evening, but that's not so thinkable. Because there was everything fine, and of course that. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. What can I say more? Nothing. What happened? Nothing. So, till Wednesday.